Yeah, 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 baby girl. Let's get it. Woo! Lately, workouts have been just rising more and more. It's something. My injury is almost gone. It's nice. We're doing things the right way. But let's get to the subject of this video for my gentleman, my gentleman. Gentleman. It reminds me of it's so stupid. It's really unrelated. Sorry, I'm getting off subject. But I remember seeing I was in college and I stumbled upon this meme saying like gentleman, and it's like Pokemons but with like mustaches and stuff. And I don't know why I laughed for like I think hours with my friends, and we kept saying gentleman. So stupid. Very random, I know, but that's how it is with me. I can come out with the most random stuff ever. So the subject of this video: how does female nature change from when a lady's in her 20s versus when she goes through her 30s and 40s? And right off the bat, I will let you know that it's not absolute. So yes, there's a tendency with women in their 20s as they go through their 30s and 40s, but yes, you can find women that will still do the things that women in their 20s do in their 40s, and you'll see women in their 20s do things that women would do normally in their 40s. Okay, it's not all women that are in the same, like, don't assume, oh shit, she's 20 something, for sure she's like that. But yes, there is a high chance that if she's in her low 20s, for example, she's probably gonna do those behaviors that I'm gonna mention in the video, and I'm obviously gonna explain for each gap pretty much. So, number one, younger women, they tend to put up more of a front. So if you take a 20-year-old woman versus 30-year-old versus 40 years old, you're gonna see that the 20-year-old woman, she will have most likely some attitude. And also, this is something else I'm going to say before I continue the video. If you're very secure, or you're even perhaps sovereign, meaning like you've become someone who like you literally do not need anyone in your life to be happy, you can enjoy connections though. If anything, sovereign men and even women can become like in some form sovereign. When you reach that level, you will have connections in your life, and they're going to be very nice connections, but they're connections that like they could disappear and your life would continue no problem. You're not like, oh my god, if this connection leaves, like it's going to hurt me. So you're past that stuff. That's above secure, because secure people, they can still feel like a loss, and like feel like they lost something good, but they'll get back on their feet if they do the right thing. But the thing is, when you're sovereign, it almost feels to some people like, okay, like I could disappear and he wouldn't care. It's not that. Like, yes, I can care, but I don't want to waste any time like focusing on something that will not make me move forward. So because of that, if let's say a connection would stop from like thin air, I got shit to do. Like, I'm not gonna ruminate or like have that attachment where it's like it takes me time. Like, when you get there, you don't really need healing. Like, yes, you learn stuff about yourself, but it's kind of like you could end a connection and meet somebody new in a week and be in a new relationship. It's that deep. But anyways, to get back to the subject, it's just to say that like when you reach that level, you won't go through these things I'm explaining as much, because it's almost like all age of women will treat you the same. Like me, a 20-year-old woman can still smile at me without giving me like attitude or putting up a front, because it's almost, I guess it's the energy that I project. It's like she knows she can't fuck around with me. So it's either she does not like me at all and she's just gonna be like, like looking away, or she'll smile. But like the game of like, oh, I'm gonna like put up a front, they don't do that shit with me. At least from what I've seen. And it's the same thing with 30 years old and 40 years old. That's what I'm trying to explain, is that it's like they all mingle. You don't see those different like changes. But when you're still insecure, you're going to notice these things because they're going to change their behavior towards you depending on their age. So that's what I want you to remember. So yes, younger women, when they see a man that seems like, you know, he could be potentially thirsty or eager to like talk to her, she might put up a front. Why? Because she's trying to like protect herself from like men that are like exactly too easy or weak men. So she tends to put up a front. But the thing is, what you'll notice is that if you actually have the courage to go up to her, just yesterday, I went up to a woman and it was actually just to have a normal conversation. It wasn't even to like ask her her number or whatever. It was just like because we follow each other on social media. I went up to her and it's hilarious. I have something in my throat. Yeah, I went up to her, and when I went up to her, it's so funny. She gave me the bitchiest face ever, but I didn't care. I gave her the fist bump, and then suddenly big smiles and super nice and sweet. But it's just to say that, like, yeah, they put up a front because they're trying to like protect themselves, because a lot of guys, they feel the looks of a lot of guys that are thirsty and stuff, so they have that like barrier. Women that have more experience in life, meaning they're more towards their 30s or even their 40s, they have less of a front because they kind of got over men looking at them. And yes, it depends. Like, you know, there's different perspective. Some guys that are bitter are going to say, yeah, it's because they're desperate. Look, like, you got to relax with that. Like, not every woman in their 30s or 40s are desperate. Like, some women are very confident, and that's what I was going to say. It's because some of these women have built up the confidence and they actually see it as flattery that men are looking at them. So they might even find it funny if a man is looking at them like kind of like, oh my God, you know, she's hot. Whereas a younger woman in her 20s, because, you know, she still doesn't feel safe as much in life, she might feel like, oh my God, this creep. But as she gets older, it's like, yeah, I know what it is. Like, you know, I'm used to getting hit on. So that's why they deal differently. So because of that, older women, they're easier to approach. They will smile more naturally. Even if you're a man that's shy or insecure or that's just weird, let's say, like, they might smile at you just to be nice. But that's the thing. Some guys, they might think like, oh my God, she likes me. No, she's just being nice. You know, like, yes, maybe she has a little attraction for you or something, but you cannot think in your head, oh my God, she smiled at me, that means she wants me. Like, no. Maybe she's just being polite and, you know, she likes your energy. But yeah, that's what you're going to notice. The other thing, exactly what I'm talking about right now, female nature. Younger women will have a tendency to roll their eyes if you point out female nature to them. Why? Because a lot of younger women are in denial. They're not aware of how they function as a woman. So when you bring that up, it either triggers them because it's like something that they can't control yet. It's like an impulse. Let's say you as a man, if there's one thing I can talk to you about is about like not being able to control his one's impulses. I've went through my life a lot of times in situations where I swear I knew what the outcome would be, and I was like, Chris, don't do it. And I did it because I couldn't control myself. We could also say it's also because of my ADHD. You know, like I lacked self-control. But somebody would ask me, now today I've destroyed that. Now every decision I take, I really decided to do it. It's not by impulse. But the thing is, somebody would ask me, but what happened to you back then? I couldn't control it. Like, in my head, I was like, don't do it. But I still did it. You know, I still did it. Whether it would be like I got into a fight with another guy, or, you know, I got into an argument with a woman when it wasn't necessary. Like, all these things, it was because I couldn't help it. And it was very annoying sometimes because as I was getting older, I was like, what the hell? Like, because I was becoming aware. I only found out that I had ADHD when I was like, I think 33 years old, which is like Now it's 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. But as I was getting older, before even knowing that I had that, I was like, you're like that. Why can't you stop? It's because certain things would happen and I couldn't help it, like I said. But the thing is, guess what? Women with the female nature is kind of the same thing. They cannot help it. If a woman just doesn't feel it anymore with you, she cannot help it. Even if you tell her, oh, just take a month away from me, just do your own thing and you'll be okay and you'll want to see me again. She'll be like, no, I want things to end now. And it's over. Then maybe what's going to happen is you're going to live your life and, you're going to leave her alone. Maybe a month later, she's going to want to come back. But then again, that's my question to you. Do you want to go back with a woman that needed to not see you for a whole month or whatever to realize that, oh, finally she does want to be around you? Well, that's the thing, it's like you got to understand that side of women that sometimes they just don't have control. And when they're younger, it's even more savage. They're not even aware of it most of the time. So what's the difference between a 20-year-old to a 30 and 40? Well, that's the thing. They understand more that nature if they did the work on themselves. There are women in their 40s, they still don't get their own female nature. And that's where they do behaviors that look like 20-year-olds and they're 40. They still don't understand their nature. That's like, oh, let's say a guy's too nice, they get turned off. There's even women, they've understood so much their female nature that they will go for the nice guy, but they'll never be truly happy though. That's the thing. And before I continue the video, what I'm going to tell you is that you need to understand something. They say the nice guy finished last. Nice guys finish last. Well, nice guys still finish. Meaning, nice guys will eventually find a woman, especially if it's a guy that, has money, he's established, he looks good, but a nice guy can also eventually have a lady by his side. But like the saying says, he finishes last. And what that means is that what's going to happen is as he gets older, there's probably a lady that's older that understands the female nature. They'll be like, you know what? It's nice to have peace. He's nice. He buys me flowers. He tells me how beautiful he thinks I am. And it's nice. It's peaceful. And she'll go for him. But he finished last. You see what I'm saying? It's not like he managed to get the choice of a woman that he was really attracted to, or that was let's say I like to say the top tier woman. No, because these women were turned off by him. They're like, nah, he's there's no excitement with him. I get bored with him and stuff like that. And it is what it is. I mean, look, if the guy's happy like this, he's happy, but that's why they say nice guys finish last. Some nice guys don't even finish. That's messed up. But yeah, some guys don't even finish, meaning they get nothing. But yeah, so that's why you have to understand that as a woman ages, she understands more her female nature, and it also depends on her surrounding and who's in her life and who influences her. And yes, she might finish and will end up understanding. And yes, some women understand it sooner, and these are the best women. A woman that understands early on about her nature, she's able to bypass certain of these things that will make a relationship smoother with a man. Now, the other point I was gonna say is that it's kind of funny, but you'll see that as a woman ages, there's more congruence between how she behaves when she's single and when she's in a relationship versus a younger woman. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Is that very young women, let's say early 20s or mid 20s, what you might notice is that when they're single, they'll be naive about certain things. Okay? And it kind of comes down to the last point of female nature, them not understanding it. Is that, for example, let's say there's a guy talking to a girl, she's 25 years old, okay? And I don't know, they start dating or whatever, but then she has a guy friend, but they're not official, okay? They're just getting to know each other. And there's a guy friend, and the other one has a feeling that the guy friend wants her, okay? He's like, yeah, like, is there anything going on between you two or whatever? And he's like, oh no, he's just a friend. He's just a friend. Okay? And even you, the guy that has friends that are girls, she'll be like, oh yeah, yeah, he has friends that are girls. It's all cool. But what you'll notice is that when she'll, let's say, be in a relationship, all that speech is gonna change now. Is that the guy's friends that are girls, that's where she's gonna switch into, oh, suddenly she understands female nature. She's gonna be like, yeah, girls are snakes. Like, I know she wants you. Like, why do you keep talking to her and everything? But before you two were official or she was invested emotionally, oh no, it's cool that you're friends with these girls or whatever. Well, that's the thing. There's lack of congruence. You're gonna notice she's gonna be saying things when she's single and free and not in a relationship. She's gonna be saying things that suddenly when she's in a relationship, they're not valid anymore. You know, like she's gonna think it's weird. I don't know. You go out with your guy friends one night just to catch up and enjoy a good time when you guys are just having fun, stuff like that. However, as women get older, they become more congruent. Meaning, even single, she will be able to say like, yeah, women are snakes. Like, you know, they're gonna try to like steal a man if they can or something like that. You're gonna notice that like it's almost like she doesn't switches in her behavior, the way she talks or thinks, whether she's single or in a relationship. The next point, younger women will enjoy more the chaos of men competing against each other for her. So that means when a woman is younger, like let's say early 20s, mid 20s, even in the 30s, like I said, it can overlap and stuff. But yes, it's gonna reduce as they get older. But you're gonna notice that, oh, women in their mid 20s, they love to see that, like, oh, who's gonna text me more? Who's gonna try to get me out on a date more? They love it. They love it more. But at the same time, they don't want to go out with these guys because they just want to pin them. And like, unless, I don't know, she's sick of being single and like she's starting to lose, like, I don't know, attention from men, and the circumstances just happened that like there's one guy that was still around and things happened, yes, she might choose one of them. But there's only that one guy that she just cannot figure out. Meaning, like, there's that one guy that just won't play her bullshit, and she's like, fuck, like, this guy, literally, I'm a ghost to that guy. That's the guy she wants. And even if she starts dating another guy, she will still think about that guy. That's the problem with younger women. They enjoy the chaos. Well, older women, more mature women, what happens is they start to enjoy the peace. Meaning, they do not want to start pitting men one against each other. They just want, okay, I'm starting to talk to one guy. I want to see what he has to offer. If I like what I see, okay, I'll proceed. But they're not gonna be like, oh, let me see that. No, when they start talking to a guy and investing in a man, they focus on one man. They don't start like trying to see who's the best option. It doesn't mean there's no other guys in her life that could be a potential option, but she won't invest energy into it. She won't be wasting time. She's not down for chaos. The chaos idea, the fun of like the drama, the attention, she gets over it. The last point I'm gonna say is even, and it kind of resembles the last point, is even when her interest is very high for a man, younger women will try to find ways to make him chase. I'll give you simple examples. Let's say you're a man like that is just, you know, you're really focused on your stuff. Like, you love life, you're thriving, you have a purpose, you have family, you have friends, you have beautiful connections, you have many women. And when I say many women, not like crazy amounts, I'm saying like in terms of quality. You know, you have like good women in your life that, you know, like, yeah, you could make a good choice, you know, between this woman of like which one I would want to, you know, invest in eventually. What's going to happen is, let's say you meet a woman that could have been a potential interest, but she likes to play games because she's still young in her head, okay? what's gonna happen is that, let's say her interest is, however, extremely high for you. What will happen is, because she's still used to that chaos, like I mentioned, she'll find ways. She'll attempt, though, because you're a man that won't play those games, but she'll try to find ways to get you to chase. For example, she'll be like, oh, like, you never text me, or hey, stranger, or like, it's almost like she'll put it on you that you did something wrong. But it's like, yo, you could just text me if you wanted to hang out or talk. Why are you making it seem like I'm the one being a stranger, when perhaps you've showed signs of interest, but you rapidly notice, because you're not stupid, you're grounded in life, you saw that the girl was not there, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going through your life, I don't know why you're not available, but the thing is, yeah, she's gonna try to like throw like little darts at you. The thing is, yeah, if a man is weak for the woman, well, yeah, he might like be like, oh, okay, like, I'll text you, and then she gets what she wants, because she'll be like, yes, he texted me first, all that just because she wanted. And you know what's funny, she orchestrated it, because if she didn't tell the guy like, hey, stranger, like, you never reach out or whatever, like, the woman won't even think about the fact that, oh, well, I orchestrated, oh my god, I can't say the word, orchestrated it. Oh my god, I can't say the word, orchestrated. Yeah, orchestrated. Like, I pretty much planned to make him text me. She won't even think of that. All she'll be is like, yes, he texted me first. But the thing is, you see, these women, they tend to lose still with men like that are really like, yo, like, I have my life to live. Because, like I said, the man might do it once, like, look, the girl's nice, she's sweet, she's cute, why not, I'll text her or whatever. But if he sees that, like, she's messing around, he's gonna let it go again. He's gonna be like, yo, like, that's it. I'm not gonna keep, and the thing is, yeah, that's how younger women are. Whereas, you probably already guessed it before I even say it, older women, you won't have to chase. They're actually the ones that are gonna reach out to you to say like, hey, how you been? I've been thinking about you. Like, oh, are you busy? Can I talk to you? Are you free this weekend? Yeah, you gotta get these things, my man. But the thing is, like I said, before I end the video, you get that what I just said right now, you can actually get it from a younger woman in their 20s too, when you're fully secure. Or like I said, even more when you become sovereign. Meaning it doesn't matter the age gap. It's almost like women do not play that female nature bullshit with you. Why? Because and that's if they value you. So if it's a woman that doesn't like you, she won't like you. It doesn't matter if you're sovereign. If a woman doesn't like you, she doesn't like you, and that's good. Like, I do not want women that do not like me around me. Like, it's simple as that. It's that simple. But the thing is, let's say there are women that normally they could be interested in a man, but the man is maybe not secure, so the energy, his aura projects that like, like he would still chase or act like a simp, while a younger woman will play more games of like, I'll see if he's gonna chase. But if that man would be sovereign, nah, it cancels that shit. It's like she feels, it's like she might try to play in the beginning, but it won't take long for her like to be like, yo, it won't work with that guy. So if I want him in my life or have a chance, I better walk in a straight line. That's what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If yes, you can leave a like. You can maybe see in the comments certain experiences that you've lived with like different ages of a woman that you've talked to or dated. And don't forget to subscribe, like that you don't miss the future videos, and I'll see you guys very soon.